What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Profiling Passionate People. And today I got a special guest. I mean, clearly I'm not mobile or on the go, but I know someone who is. She is an equestrian. She is a cowgirl. She goes by Chanel Rhodes. I'm going to go ahead and bring her in right here. Miss Cowgirl herself. Chanel, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Solomon?
I'm
Good
great.
to see you.
Likewise. It's been forever since we've seen each other. We used to work together at ESPN out in Anaheim. And, I've followed your equestrian career for some time now. And I just knew that if I needed someone that's just as passionate about their craft, about their sport, about what they love doing, I knew I had to bring you along. So I like the background. That's where you at right now?
So I'm actually at the barn. I'm actually at my barn. So let me try to without messing anything up.
Okay.
Everybody's eating, so no one's sticking their head out.
Okay.
So, but I can walk by in a little bit to show you guys the horses that are here right now. So, Solomon, I'm so terrible at doing Zoom meetings.
You're good. You're good.
Oh my God. I have big, fat, clumsy fingers and I'm just trying to help.
You're good. Not a problem at all. So we were just talking a little bit ago, and as long as I've known you for about 5 years now or so, you've been doing equestrian work for some time now. When did it all start?
So I've always had a passion for horses in my heart. And it was so overwhelming and to the point where I just didn't get it or understand. So I'm actually a first generation equestrian. So nobody else in my family does this but me. So, I mean, my mom told me that one of my first words was horse as a kid.
There you go.
It's literally a natural passion that I never understood. And so, my mom, I was doing lessons here and there when I was a kid. My mom, single parent, worked very hard to make sure that I did what I loved. And, it got to the point to where, I got to the point to where I was just like, Mom, I really love horses, but I just don't understand why. And I don't really see anybody like me doing this. Like, do Black people ride horses?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, of course they do, Chanel. I was like, well, I haven't seen anything. And this is why representation is so important.
Absolutely.
So because she instilled that in me, that's something that I can do, I believed I can do it. And even though it took me quite a while to really get into the sport the way I want it to be, I never lost sight of my goals. I never lost sight of this is something that I can do one day. So when I turned 20, I actually went out on my own. I was actually, it's kind of a funny story. I was like, I got to get a horse. I was watching this movie called Racing Stripes with Frankie Muniz.
Of course. Yeah.
And I'm just like, I got to get a horse. There's got to be some way that I have to do it. So I'm calling to all these places, looking for horses that are cheap, because I'm a college student and I don't have any money. So I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this with like hardly any money? So I called this one guy. He was offering free board in exchange for feeding and cleaning. And he said,
wow.
Do you know anything about horses? And I said, no, I don't really. He goes, I can tell. He goes, you need to go find a trainer and you need to become a working student for them. So you need to work for your lessons. And then he hung up on me. But that was literally the best advice that I could ever get about horses. And it jump-started me right into where I am today. So I went out on my own. I found this old barn in Long Beach and I studied under a trainer named Cliff Salter. I stayed with him for 7 years.
Wow.
And so he really built my foundation for this. And he was the first Black cowboy that I had ever met.
Wow. That's an amazing story. And, clearly, like I said, just you started off, you had what you wanted in mind of what you wanted to do, and you're still doing it. And so, I mean, I don't want to put 20 and numbers and all this together. So how, guessing your age, but how long have you been in this profession now?
So I'm 34 now, so about 14 years.
Okay, she said it, but okay.
That's fine. No. I'm an open book. I don't mind. And trust me, I've been sharing my story all over the place. And so everybody knows how old I am and when I got started. So it's totally fine.
That's an amazing story. So the horse that you had got when you started off at 20, is this the same horse that you're currently riding now?
No, actually. So the first horse I got was just a little backyard bred horse someone had ended up with. He was really sweet. They taught him how to dance. I never knew how to make him dance, but his name was Cha Cha. And I honestly, I gave him away to a therapeutic riding program some years ago. I'm pretty sure he's passed on because he was pretty old when I got him. And after that, I had I had gotten a gray horse, and I was with her, and I had her for, gosh, how long did I have her for? For about 5 years. And then she ended up getting an injury, and then I gave her away to one of my friends, and now she's living the life out in LA. So my horse trainer, Cliff, the one that I started out with, he is the one that picked out my pink horse that I have now, and I've had her for 8 years.
Oh,
so she's the one that's in most of my pictures and, you know, commercials and whatever and the few things that I've done. That's her. She's just as much of a ham as I am, actually. She's great. So
I love hearing that horses have personalities. That's so cool.
Oh my God, yes, they do. They never run out of personalities to have, I swear. Lady is she's very go. She wants to go, she wants to run, she wants to do all the things, she wants to go to the places. And then there's things that she doesn't like where she can become really stubborn. So it's really funny. Her personality is great though. Like, she's born to be a movie horse, I think. And then I have another horse that's actually technically my mom's. My mom said that I encouraged her to get into the sport too. So she went ahead and got a horse. He's an ex-race horse.
There you go.
His name is Gabriel. He's the exact opposite of Lady in every way. He's not as sweet. But one thing I have to say is they both have a lot of heart. Now, Gabriel is a challenge. He's spicy, but I honestly love that edge that he has. I like that he's sassy. He's made me a better rider. He has thrown me off several times, but I continue to get back on. And he's thrown me off in the middle of a show ring, in the middle of an audience. And so even at those points where, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of these equestrian events that I go to, if I'm not the only African-American, there might be 2 more.
Yeah.
So getting thrown off and going through those things, you know, and dealing with that. And it's very challenging to your pride. Yeah. So I had to learn to get up and just continue to move forward. And that's all you can do. That's all you can really do.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really been a journey for me. Both of my horses are trained to do both English and Western. So each of them have 2 saddles. So,
oh, wow.
It's pretty awesome. They're great for me. Gabriel's just not the best at taking pictures. There's one picture I took with him with my Pan-African colored horse wig, and that's all I could do. Like, he's a biter. Like, there's a picture of me holding my hand in front of his face, that's me stopping him from biting me in the face. I know it looks sweet and endearing, but I'm just trying to protect my face.
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my. Okay. So one of the main things that you had just mentioned, you're so unique. You know, you go to these different events. Obviously, you're a person of color. You may be the one or the 2 that are there. You stand out and you show up and you do great things. You're obviously a role model to society. Like you said, you've been out there, you know, showcasing your talents. Now, I love the fact that I be looking through the Instagram, I be seeing all the pictures. Yourself and your horse tend to match a lot of these pictures, and I don't mean just the outfits. You want to tell the people what you do on the side?
Yes, so I actually make colorful wigs for horses. Yeah. So yes, they are easy to install, and I just started selling them. The name of my business is Main Tresses. Yeah. And so I actually had no idea that this was going to be a thing. Like, when I first did a matching hairstyle with Lady, my first project was called Afrocentric Pony. I had no idea that I was going to get so much feedback on the idea of matching your horse with your hair with your horse's hair.
Wow.
So I kind of started a trend, which is which is fabulous. And I actually offer pieces for people to wear to match with their horse too, if they want to match them.
Wow. Look at you, a little trendsetter.
I try.
I love it. Yeah, guys, I will include the links. I mean, she's got TikTok that she does with her horses. The link for Main Tresses, I'll go ahead and I'll put the @ for that as well. But yeah, the colorful wigs, the weaves for your horse, matching with the horse. Like, I absolutely love it. And, you know, you had touched on I mean, this isn't a marathon, and this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And the fact that your journey just continues to go on, like you said, you know, when Gabriel has knocked you off in front of many people that are watching, the fact that you had that mentality, I got to get up. And this is who you are. This is, you bleed this passion. And that's again another reason why I really wanted to bring you in here, because you know, just that message of just getting right back up. And the thing that I can really relate, well, not really relate, but I grew up where my grandfather would always go to the horse race track, and he would always bring us home some material, some fan gear from a racetrack up in San Francisco. And when he unfortunately passed away 11 years ago, I was like, okay, you know what? He made some great Rice Krispie treats, but I'm not going to get Snap, Crackle, and Pop as a tattoo. Instead, I got the logo of the horse race logo right here. So when I saw you doing your thing, yeah, you doing your thing with horses, I got the horse with the rider right there. I mean, it just hits home.
Cool.
Yeah, that's Bay Meadows is no longer in existence anymore. The only one that I think that's up there is Golden Gate Fields, but yeah, I haven't been to that one at all. But you know, just like I said, you're just such an inspiration. You are the trendsetter. The fact that you were telling me earlier with the two saddles, with the Western and the English riding, apparently, like you said, you're like the one and only that is doing that style.
Sorry, Beetle. They're everywhere.
You gotta love live Zoom sessions. So the uniqueness, you're the only, that style of writing with the English and the Western, you're the only one in the world doing that?
No.
Oh.
I was saying just the wigs.
Oh, yes.
Just the wigs. A lot of people write English and Western. What I am going to say is I'm probably one of the very few African-American equestrians in Orange County.
Absolutely.
If not the only one, I'm not really sure. I have yet to run into another. Wow. So we're pretty spread apart. I have a lot of friends in LA, and I have a lot of friends in Riverside that are African-American riders, but even in Orange County, it's not as many. So gotcha. I will say that, but the way that I do my hair pieces is very unique to me.
Absolutely.
I mean, I went through several prototypes, and like I said, the goal is to make it easy to install for my customers. So that was the challenge, was not the hair at all. Creating the mechanism in which it attaches to the horse is my patent pending. Gosh, I don't have a name for it yet. I'm trying to think about a name for it, but way of installation. That's what I'll call it. My patent pending way of installation. Yeah. So it's very unique.
Absolutely. So also unique. I heard you were just on a TV show not too long ago. To tell the truth, how was it?
It was great. You know, honestly, that was not my first time being on TV, but it was fantastic. I was surprised that I got to be the hero. I found out a week before. So it was great. And I got no votes. And I was really, really surprised, because I at least thought Vivica was going to throw me a vote, because she actually has a wig company. And I gave her all the right prices, but it's, you know, I'm going to kind of blame it on the stigma of not seeing a whole lot of us out there. And so you're less likely to see someone like me riding a horse. And this is a great time that we're living in right now, because right now, like, Black equestrians are in. Like, we're really getting a lot of attention and a lot of spotlight, and it is just fantastic. I actually have kind of developed a support group. We call ourselves Black on Black Farms. It's a group of ladies that I talk to every single day. It's different African-American equestrians all over the United States, Philadelphia, Texas, Virginia, North Carolina, and another in Northern California. So, I mean, we connect and talk every single day. We're all entrepreneurs too. So we encourage each other. One of them built my website. Wow. And she did my logo. And her and another young lady, they have a group called Young Black Equestrians. And they are the first ones to interview me after I did my project Afrocentric Pony. So they were like, you need to sell this. This is
Yeah.
something that you need to make this into a thing. So I
Absolutely.
didn't have that encouragement from them, from my mother, from Andrew, my fiance, and my horse trainer, Jasmine, I wouldn't be here. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here doing this.
Yeah.
So
I'm just,
Yeah.
you know, whatever spotlight, whatever support I can show and the love that I'll show, I know you'll do the same thing right back. But that support
Absolutely.
system, you have such a great and loving support team that's riding along with you, no pun intended. So you just mentioned him, Mr. Andy Garces. You can see him
Yes.
as the man
Yes.
who lost almost 100 pounds on one of our other podcasts, and also his podcast with the Dolphins. But you're gonna be Mrs. Future Andy Garces. So how has he been, you know, along with this ride?
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. It's been kind of a challenge. You know, I lost my grandmother, so I've been spending a lot of time with. Thank you. I lost my grandmother and my old horse trainer the same day, February 7th.
Oh.
And you know, it was tough. And so I've been spending a lot of time with my mother. My mother she is a great mom, huge supporter, always, you know, in promoting me and encouraging me to live my life with passion. I wouldn't be anywhere without that woman. I just give her kudos, props, and all of that. I give her everything. So I'm just so grateful for that. And so I don't want her to ever feel like she's alone or ever feel like that, you know, because she took care of my grandmother up until her last breath. And I've just been with her and run my business out of her house too. So I've been spending a lot of time at my grandmother's house with my mom and working in my business. And Andrew has been at the apartment with the cats and he's got his gym in there. So he's working his business. I'm working my business and we're trying to build something. But he's been able to be so supportive through all the different life changes that we've been experiencing. And I could not ask for a better partner. And we're both creative thinkers. And I mean, we have creative differences at times, but you know, we sit down, we figure it out. I take what he has to say, he takes what I have to say, and we help each other in anything that we do. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. And I'm so thankful and grateful for, you know, him just being there for me. He filmed Afro Cincinnati for me. Wow. He, you know, I made a prototype for that video that did not work. And he was like, you know what, Chanel, make this video anyway. Install loose pieces of hair into her hair. Make it work. And I did that. And I'm so glad that I listened to him, because if I hadn't I wouldn't have gotten a podcast. I wouldn't been on Young Black Equestrians podcast. I wouldn't have been in the LA Times. I wouldn't have been on NBC on Access Daily. You know, he's really just been there as a huge support for me.
That's great. And like I said, just starting off with your mom, instilling that love and that passion into you. And it's carried on for all these years now. You meet a great young man that's motivated and driven himself and, you know, doing the same thing for you. I just love hearing stories like that. And, you know, I just love it all. But I know you're very busy. I'm gonna let you get back to doing your thing. Any sneak peeks behind you of what's going on at all, or they still eating over there?
Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can try to come down the line here. So my horse Gabriel, he's got abscesses in both of his back feet. He's not feeling the greatest.
Okay.
So, but let's see.
Oh.
Come on, Bubba. I know. He's like, I'm so gimpy and limpy. So this is my mom's horse. This is the X-Race horse. Yeah. The not so fast, probably never been so fast guy. Hi. He's wearing a fly mask, that's why you can't see him. Gotcha. But yes, yeah, my big boy. And I'll just try to go on down the line. This is Forrest Gump. another race X-Race horse. Super sweet, super cute. I love him.
Oh.
So let me try not to get my hand in the way of the camera. And let's see. And then we've got Jameson.
I like that name.
Yeah. Aww. He is named after the alcohol. So and we've got Sissy.
Aww.
And then we've got my horse trainer's horse, Benson, completely and utterly obnoxious.
Benson, I like it.
He's like, I am obnoxious.
That's cute.
He's trying to bite my hand. I know, no, buddy. And then we've got Daisy May.
Aww.
Over there in the corner. Hi, Daisy. Hi. She likes
Oh.
to drool, so she's drooling up. Hi, mama.
Yep, I see that.
Then we've got Luna.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yes. And then we got my star.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah,
Aw.
she's the one in most of my pictures.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
so cool.
Yes. I'm so grateful for her.
Yeah.
So we just filmed a commercial, and I can't say too much about it because I signed an NDA. But we just filmed a
Gotcha.
commercial not too long ago, and then the producers were like, "Oh my God, she's one of the most well-behaved horses that I've seen on set ever. She doesn't care about the
Wow.
cameras. I think she actually likes the camera. She'll stand still when you put like a big camera in her face. She does not care. So
Aw.
usually horses are animals of flight. They run away from things that they're scared of.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Jameson's got his head. They think that I'm getting ready to feed them.
Mm.
So this is actually Gabriel's cousin.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. He's got a cute little face.
Very cool. Well, I'll let you keep on rubbing and petting them, and I'm sure they're wanting you to feed them at some point. Chanel, so great to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Again, guys, check her out. Check out all the links that I'm going to be posting at the bottom.